On pills for the rest of your life? People do it on pills for the rest of your life. Medication like crazy. And we think it's alright. Alright, y'all. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. And this your daily. Go get 'em number 1K46. For this Throwback Thursday, August 10th, 2017. Let's talk about it. Being on pills for the rest of your life. The pharmaceutical industry is killing us. They're killing us and making a killing at the same time. There are so many layers to this type of topic, really. Because when it really all comes down to it, we're either talking about the people who believe that medicine, modern medicine, is all of that, or we're talking about the people who take the naturopathic approach to life, and they're not trying to hear nothing about all those pills or all of that medicine and all of that, because they look at it as the pharmaceutical industry and even their doctors taking unfair advantage of their lack of knowledge or their limited knowledge of the medical field and the consequences of taking medicine or pills and pills and pills. First of all, maybe it's just me, but I don't think that it sounds like a good idea to be on medication for the rest of your life. But I guess that's a consequence that you have to take into consideration if you don't want to take your health into your own hands. You know, if you don't want to take care of yourself, if you don't want to eat right, if you find it a really, really big struggle to eat right and to exercise a little bit, even just a little bit on a regular basis, then, and if you couple that with depression and all kinds of stress and things like that, and possibly even drug addiction or alcohol problem, then there's a good chance that you're probably going to have a hospital stay or two, and or an emergency room visit or a negative doctor visit in which you're going to be prescribed medicine. There are so many conditions that will land you on pills for the rest of your life. Excuse me. Number one of those conditions is the number one killer of human beings in the world, really, but the United States definitely, and that's heart disease. So if you were born into a family that has a history of cardiovascular disease, that's a problem. And even when many of us know that we have a family lineage of poor respiratory health, poor cardiac health, we still do things like smoke cigarettes. So you can best believe that if you have a family history of people smoking and falling victim to lung disease, heart disease, emphysema, what's the other one? I don't know, it escapes me right now. But, you know, it's all the same thing. Basically, you're talking about problems related to deficiencies in the blood, which lead to a number of problems. And when we're talking about cardiovascular disease, we're talking about the inability of the chambers of the heart to be able to pump blood through your body effectively. Your oil pump is ruined and it's deadly. But if you allow your doctors to put you on medication instead of you getting some type of, well, let me just put it this way. We have to take our health into our own hands. But one thing you can be sure of is that pills are not going to sustain you for the rest of your life. Well, I should say that they're not going to sustain you for the rest of your life comfortably. Yeah. They're not going to be able to do that. And then we have diabetes out here. You have all these people, getting insulin shots and all types of our people have been afflicted with things like sickle cell, exclusively for our people. Also lupus. All these autoimmune deficiencies, all these syndromes, they're really, really a problem. And many of those conditions have a lot to do with the fact that we haven't educated ourselves and taken the next step to make sure that we put our education into practice by doing the things that will help us to sustain our lives and prolong our lives. So it's tough. But do you want to be on pills for the rest of your life? Come on, man. Does that sound good to you? Shoot, a lot of these women out here can't even stay on birth control pills to make sure that they don't procreate. But you mean to tell me that you're going to be able to have all these medications around and everything, and you're going to remember to take everything? Well, I guess if your life depends on it. But when you have a baby, every woman's life depends on it. So I don't know. Anyway, we're going to talk about it a lot more on the show. But just think about that. On pills for the rest of your life. Medicine for the rest of your life. That sound alright to you? I'm not feeling it. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, listen, nobody wants to be on medication for the rest of their lives, especially when you are conditioned to believe that your life depends on you taking those pills. So mentally, when you don't take those pills and you know your life depends on it, then you can actually make yourself sick or symptomatic of a person that really is sick. It's tough. It really is. So, just be careful. You know what I mean? Alright, y'all. We're going to get out of here. I want y'all to have a great, 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 great night. The Daily Go Getism show is every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in number 319-527-6199. blogtalkradio.com/Sun752. And we out of here. Sorry for all of the yawns, man. It's late. Peace.